Okay, so we have here the media preparation for the as a media for the culture of our bacteria. So this is your culture media preparation, or simply call it one as your media preparation. Okay, so basically when we are culturing our bacteria, we tend to culture that one in either your plate, so pwede siyang broth medium if that one is a liquid, or could also have here your bath or even your slant or even your special slant and the regular slant. Okay, so as what we have discussed in the lecture, so our culture media could be a solid or even a liquid. So if you try to have the solid culture media, so that is a culture media that contains here a solidifying agent, like for example your agar, or even your serum, or even your egg yolk, or even your gelatin. So on the other hand, you could also have here a liquid na culture media. You call this one your broth na medium. And that one is since liquid siya, it will not able to contain here your solidifying agent. Okay, for the preparation of our culture media, so the basic procedure here is first you need to determine how much of the culture media or how many of your culture media are going to prepare. So we just cannot prepare here, or we just cannot prepare your culture media in such a way na apat lang pala ang gagamitin mo pero sobrang dami ng ginawa mo. So we just don't want to put into waste. So basically, if for example, if you're having your plate na culture media, it contains approximately 18 to 20 ml of your melted na agar. In the case of your mga broth medium here, or your broth medium, your tube, your slant, your butt, so approximately contains here 5 to 10 ml of your melted na agar. Okay, so, or sterilized na agar. So with that, the first thing here is going to prepare or weigh, okay, your agar base according to the formulation. So ang mga natin, lagay ng mga agar natin, may nakalagay dun sa kanyang sa kanyang label as to the formulation or how much of that na agar base and how much of the distilled water is eventually you need to, in order for you to have that, in order for you to dissolve your agar. So like for example, if your, for example lang to ha, if your nutrient agar, for example, so pag sinabing agar base, so mga powder, those are the powder na mga culture media natin which require them to be dissolved. That's why you have your diluent in the form of your distilled water. Like for example, ang lagayan ng ating culture media, like in the case of your nutrient agar, nakalagay siya na 0.5 gram of that is required to dissolve that one at 1,000 ml of the distilled water. Okay, like for example then, okay, gagawa ka ng culture media na plate and you'll be needing to prepare 5 na plates. So each of your plates here approximately contain 18 to 20 ml of your melted na agar. So 5 plates, okay, times approximately 20. So pasobrahan natin siya kasi nga we try to pour it off kung minsan in-estimate natin pag nagpo-pour tayo. So with that, baka dumami dun sa isang plate, kumonti sa isang plate. Although you can naman use your serological pipette to exactly transfer, pero by practice, we are having the pouring it off after we try to sterilize by autoclaving, kaya ina-estimate lang natin. So, with that, so since 5 plates ito, so approximately times 20, that kailangan mo ng 100 ml of the entire na diluted or dissolved na agar natin in each of your plate. Or in the entire 5 na plates. So, medyo pa sobrahan natin, 120 ml gagawin mo. Okay, so for example here, again, the formulation is 0.5 grams. So that's good for 1,000 ml na distilled water natin. But you're just going to prepare only 120 ml because 5 lang naman kailangan mo na plates. So, i-relation proportion natin. So, multiply. I think you know naman how to perform the ratio proportion. Multiply mo dito, tapos i-divide mo dito. Okay, that gives you 0.06 grams. So, 0.06 magwi-weigh ka sa ating what do you call this one? Sa ating weighing scale. Not the weighing scale. Okay, so, okay, yeah, try to weigh that one. Approximately, that's 0.06 grams. You dissolve that one with 120 ml na distilled water. So, kukuha ka ng 0.06 grams sa bote ng ating nutrient agar, which is a powder one. Okay, then you try to add 120 ml of your distilled water. Okay, then try to dissolve that one. So the first one, we have here the preparation of your ordinary plate. In the case, for example, your nutrient agar. So procedure here and how you're going to prepare your plate for the nutrient agar. So after you have already, okay, so you try to weigh that 1.06 grams of that and then 120 ml. You try to put that one in your Erlenmeyer flask. Okay, and then try to dissolve. Make sure that one is dissolved completely by application of heat. Try to heat that one while stirring by your stirring rod. Okay, and make sure na it's fully dissolved. Okay, so do not allow it to boil. So just enough for that na eventually, pag nag-fully dissolve na siya, upon heating, magiging clear naman solution natin. So, pag medyo turbid pa siya, so hindi pa siya enough, so still continue heating that one. After you already have your fully dissolved your agar, all you need to do here is just cover this one with your aluminum foil. Okay, and then try to put on your autoclave. Okay, and try to sterilize that one by autoclaving process at 121 degrees Celsius here for 15 minutes for 15 pounds PSI. Then after autoclaving, okay, try to remove that one out of your autoclave. Okay, allow it to cool here approximately 45 degrees Celsius. So, pang enough na siya, medyo mahawakan natin ang ating Erlenmeyer flask because we're going to dispense that one to your mga plates. Okay, so pag medyo mahawakan mo na, you can already transfer. Again, each of your plate, you're going to transfer here 18 to 20 ml of your melted na agar. So, pag nag-transfer tayo, so before you try to pour off your melted agar in your petri dish, so try to flame the mouth of your petri dish. So, di ba ang petri dish natin dalawa siya? Okay, so medyo i-open mo siya, then try to flame the mouth of that to prevent the contamination of your external na mga organisms natin. Okay, and after that one, you try to pour it off. So, ipo-pour mo siya dito. Make sure that one is approximately, try to transfer mga 18 to 20 ml. And then you can rotate this one to allow homogeneous distribution of your melted nutrient agar in order for that na even ang ating agar within your plates. Okay, so then after that one, so keep that one as open lang, medyo open lang ang cover nito until your agar try to solidify. So as soon as the agar here try to solidify, you can store that already in the refrigerator. So when you're storing that one in the refrigerator, you can cover that one with a paper and then try to store that one in upside down. What do you mean by upside down? For example, kung ito ang ating plates, tapos dito ang ating agar, okay, so baliktarin mo siya pag nag-store ka sa ref. Okay, so mean to say, ang agar natin, kung sa makikita yung nasa taas, okay, hindi ganito position, but upside down to prevent here the contamination by even your moisture and all. That will be good here for 5 days in the refrigerator temperature. Okay, the next one, we have here the preparation of your blood agar plate or your BAP. Or pwede na siyang SBA, your ship blood agar. So for this one, you'll be needing here your blood agar base. Okay, so hindi siya other agar base, but rather blood agar base. Okay, with that, you still need to compute pa din ulit. Okay, ilan ba kailangan mo, ilan gagawin mo, and then out of that, you try to compute. Okay, based on the needed na number of the plates. Okay, after you've already computed, you try to weigh, okay, the required weight of your agar base, and then try to add your required na volume ng distilled water corresponding to your requirement ng agar base, and try to dissolve it again with your Erlenmeyer flask. So put that one in the Erlenmeyer flask, subject to heat, and try to stir that one until it try to dissolve. Then after all the agar base has been already fully dissolved, you try to autoclave that one. Then after autoclaving, okay, try to cool here at 45 degrees Celsius. So, before you try to add your blood here, wag ka muna mag-add ng blood kung medyo mainit pa. Magiging chocolate brown ang color nito. So with that, you try to lower the temperature after your autoclaving. So try to check kung medyo mahawakan mo na, okay na yan. Okay, that's 45 degrees Celsius here. Okay, and then try to add your blood. Kaya tinago siyang blood agar plate. Okay, for the human blood, you can use your human blood. So with that, I think mas maganda yung type O na blood natin, ng human blood, because wala siya masyadong antigen that might interfere with the reaction. You can approximate the blood here by fresh na blood collected directly from the syringe. You can add directly. Pero mas maganda kung you try to put that one in the EDTA na lang. Okay, para hindi siya magiging clotted na blood. So, for the requirement for the blood here, so that's 5 ml for every 100 ml na total, okay, na volume natin. So, you can also use here your defibrinated. Pag sinabing defibrinated, you try to remove the fibrin. Okay, if you are using here the horse blood, the sheep blood, or even the rabbit's blood. So, for that, 10 ml for every 100 ml na total volume ng ating agar. Okay, so when you're adding the blood, you try to add that one. You can allow the tube here containing the blood to pass through at the side of your Lenmeyer flask. Okay, and then try to add slowly lang. And every time you're adding it, to try to swirl in order for the entire blood to be distributed homogeneously throughout your agar. Okay, and try to swirl until all your blood sample here were able to have homogeneous distribution throughout your agar base. Okay, then after that one, you try to pour off with your mga plates. Again, when you're pouring it off sa plate, so again, 18 to 20 ml ulit na volume ng ating agar base ay with our blood agar. Okay, and then every time you try to pour it off in every plate, you try to flame the mouth of your petri dish first before you try to pour it off. Okay, and then ganun pa din yung cut nila sa nutrient agar, allow it to slightly open the mouth of that, allow it to solidify. And then after that one, so you can store it in the refrigerator if you're not going to use it. Okay, try to cover with the paper, try to label that one upside down. Okay, that's good here for 7 days. So dapat pag nag-prepare tayo nito, dapat walang bubble formation, especially if you are adding the. Okay, pag may bubbles kasi kahit nagpo-pour tayo, transfer tayo ng ating melted agar from your preliminary plus after the cleaving with your petri dish, dapat wala din siyang bubble formation. Kaya pag nag-pour ka, ganun mo ang plate mo para magkaroon siya ng even, homogeneous na surface natin. Okay, then we have also here for preparation for the chocolate agar plate or the CAP. So with this one, just need to prepare first, again here with the volume of your distilled water, and then we have also here the grams, the weight of your agar base. So most likely this one also try to use here your blood agar base. Okay, after you have already weigh your agar base, and we have also here distilled water, try to dissolve that one in your Erlenmeyer flask by heating process. Okay, after you have already dissolved that one, you try to autoclave. Okay, and again, autoclaving here is 121 degrees Celsius for 15 pounds PSI for 15 minutes pa din. Then try to cool it off at 45 degrees Celsius. Okay, then try to add blood. So same with the preparation of your blood agar plate. So 5 ml of the human blood for every 100 ml of your total dito. Or you could also have here the 10 ml defibrinated horse, sheep, or the rabbit's blood for every 100 ml of your total volume here. Okay, then after that one, you try to make sure that the blood is so homogeneously distributed throughout your dissolved na agar. And then after that one, you try to raise the temperature at 80 degrees Celsius here by putting your Erlenmeyer flask in your water bath at 80 degrees Celsius here for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, and try to continue swirling that one until your blood become a chocolate brown in color. Then after that one, you try to cool again 45 degrees Celsius and try to pour it off in every petri dish. So try to, when you are opening the petri dish, here try to flame the mouth first, and then make sure that try to pour it off 18 to 20 ml pa din. that one do not have air bubbles, and all the agar has been homogeneously distributed throughout the surface of your petri dish. So, pag nag-pour ka, so ganun mo siya, ang petri dish para mag-distribute ang lahat ng ating mga melted na agar. Okay, then again, if nothing used, you can store that one in the refrigerator for 7 days then. Okay, then we have also here the preparation of your broth medium. So broth medium here is, this one is a liquid na medium, so it will not solidify. So it would have your separate na agar base. It would have here different na medium. Okay, again, wala siyang agar base for that. Okay, so the powder of that, try need to weigh again based on the volume, the ratio of the distilled water, diluent, and your base. Okay, and then try to dissolve that one in your Erlenmeyer flask. Okay, then after dissolving that one, you try to transfer to your screw cap containers. Screw cap container, ito parang test tube na may screw cap na cover. Or you could also have your cotton tip na plug. So, pag cotton tip is your test tube lang, tapos lalagyan mo dito ng cotton. Kung wala kang screw cap na tubes. So put that to approximate transfer 5 to 10 ml of your melted na agar. Okay, dissolved na agar here in your screw cap container, 5 to 10 ml. Okay, and then try to autoclave. But during the autoclaving, so try to loosen here. So, huwag masyadong higpitan ang screw cap cover here, even a cotton plug during the sterilization with your autoclaving. Then after that one, try to, remove that one from the autoclave. Okay, and then if you try to store that one, you need to try to tighten here the cover or even the cotton plug to prevent the entry of the air, to prevent the contamination of your microorganism in the air. And then for the broth medium here, this one is being stored, if not in use, at room temperature lang, hindi siya nire-ref. Okay, then the last one, we have here your bath and we have also the slant. So same procedure, weigh your corresponding agar base with distilled water. You put that one in your Lemaire flask. Dissolve that one by stirring with your stirring rod, subjecting that one to heat. And after that one, you try to autoclave. Okay, sterilize by autoclaving process. Okay, for the preparation of your slant and bath here, so again, after you have weighed your corresponding na agar base and distilled water, you try to dissolve that one in your mirror flask by heating process and try to transfer 5 to 10 ml of your dissolved na agar by heating process with your screw cap container. You could also have here your cotton tip plug. And after that one, you try to autoclave. Then after autoclaving, you try to prepare here your pot in the slant depending on the position. Pag bat siya, so after you try to take this one out of your autoclave, for the bat, you try to position that one in such a way that we're going to have in a straight na vertical position. So itayo mo lang siya, dapat hindi mo siya di-disturb until it try to solidify. So parang ganito magiging itsura nito. For the slant, we have two types of the slant. We have the regular slant and we have also here the special slant. So, when you're making your regular slant, it's made up only of the slant. So, medyo mas smaller ang ating, would have your bigger na angle. Okay, so, try to position here na, make sure here na may nakasupport dito para pag nag-prepare ka nito, nakaslant lang siya. And therefore, able to make this one. For the special slant, this one would have here bigger na angle. Okay, this one is smaller na angle, bigger na angle here. That will allow you to make here special slant which has made up of the butt and the slant area. So, ipoposition mo ulit siya na medyo para makaproduce ka ng butt in the slant area. And then you can store, if you're not in use, you can store this one in the refrigerator. Good for 5 days. Okay, and make sure that you try to fully cover. If that one is your screw cap container, if that one is your cotton tip plug, then you need to fully cover that one when you try to store in the refrigerator. If not, if they are not still in use. Okay, so that's all for our media preparation. Thank you.